The objective of this lesson is to teach you an alternative to pie charts because pie charts are often messy in Excel and they don't convey your message. So in this example, I have some sales for each of my shops and I'm representing them with a bar chart, and as you can see, my top shop is at the top and my bottom shop is at the bottom, and I have my total sales here, and everything is dynamic. So if I go and put 1000 here, as you can see, my shop will update and my total sale will update. So how to do this? Let's start with my raw data. Now if I select my data and I go to insert and I do pie chart, as you can see, the chart is very messy, too many colors, it's hard to read it. So we're going to remove this and start with the first thing that we need to do, which is rank those shops, because I need to put my top shop at the top and my bottom at the bottom. And here they are just in order, alphabetical order. So I'm going to use a formula called rank. And here we write equal rank, open parenthesis, this is the number, comma, this is the reference, which is the range. Use F4 to fix it. Then close your parenthesis, enter. As you can see, this is my worst shop. And if I drag it, this is my best shop. Now the problem comes when I have two shops with the same sales. For example, here I have 200, then I get 2 times 3. And that's not what I want because I cannot put them in the chart, right? So I need to fix this formula and add something to it. Now I'm going to add a count if to it. I'm going to add the formula and then I'll explain to you how it works. Basically, I'm going to say equal count if, here, open parenthesis. Now the magic is in the range. I'm going to select B2 and B2, comma, the criteria is B2. I close this. I'm going to use F4 only for the first B2. So every time I go down a cell, my range will become like 2 cells, 3 cells, 4 cells, 5 cells, etc. And I'm going to do -1. What does this do? Basically, this count if, let's put it in another cell. Here we're going to say equal count if. As you can see, in this case, where I have non-equal values, 100, 200, etc., my count if is giving 1 everywhere, right? But what happens when you have another 200? As you can see, my second count if becomes 2. Why? Because in this, my range is from B2 to B4, and I'm looking for my 200. So here I have 2 times 200. Whereas if I go to the previous one, my range is B2, B3, so I don't see this other 200, and then my count if will give me 1. So if I have another 200 here, this one will become 3 because my range is expanding. Now, if I add this to my rank, I will get 6 here, and I don't want 6. This is why I'm going to do -1. So what happens when you do this formula, only for this case, we're going to add 1. And if I have another 200 here, it will be 2. So what will happen is that if I add this to this, it will become 4 and this will stay 3. So now you drag your formula, and as you can see, this becomes 4. So now I have my rank. I'm just going to format this. I'm going to prepare my data. So for data preparation, I want the shop or the rank number first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then for this, I need my shop number, right? So I'm going to call it shop. In order to get my first rank shop, I need my first rank shop from this table. So it's the 4th line here. I cannot do a VLOOKUP. What can I do? I can do index and match. Equal index. If you're not familiar with index and match, I'm going to put a link in the description to those formulas. So my array where I'm going to pick up the shop name is here. And then I'm going to say F4. My row number is a match formula. So I'm going to do match. I want my rank number. My lookup array is here. And I'm going to use F4. And then I want an exact match. So you do this, you close this, and then you close it again. So what happened here, my match formula We'll look for my number 1 here and we'll return the fourth line. And I'm going to feed the fourth line to the index formula to get my shop. Now we drag this and we get our shops. The sales, I'm going to say total sales USD. I'm going to use a VLOOKUP for the sales because now I have my shop here, put comma, I know my array, it's here. I'm going to use F4 and then I know that it's my second column, right? Then we do false. Enter, so I get 300. I drag this formula down, I get all the sales for my corresponding shops. Now my total is equal sum, and then I select this, and this is my total. Next, we're gonna do the percentages. And by the way, let's put back this 150, so we have a similar chart. For percentages, I'm gonna say total sales in percentage. I need to do equal 300 over 1000. I need to fix this. Then I need to drag it down and format it. So we go to home, we go to percentage and we format it. Next, I'm gonna put a text saying total sales USD and put the amount, and you'll see we're gonna use this later, equal, in double quotation, total sales USD. Then we need a space actually, and you select the 1000, and there you go. Next, we're just gonna add some borders, add some coloring here, and we are done. Next, we need to insert our chart. So in order to insert our chart, I'm gonna select my shops, then I press Ctrl. I keep Ctrl pressed, and I select my percentages. If this doesn't work for you, just put your shops and percentages next to each others, and then you can select them directly. I will go to Insert, and then I will say this, and I'm gonna select this chart. Now we need to format this chart a little bit. If you see, my shops are in reverse order, so we want to change this. So what we do, we click on this axis, we right click, we do format axis. Under those bars, you have something called categories in reverse order. We click on it, and as you can see, I have my first shop at the top. Next, we can select this, we go to home, we click on B to bold it. We do the same for the other axis. We click on B, we can bold it. Now I don't like those grid lines, so I click here, then I click inside, press delete on the keyboard, they are gone. Next, we're gonna work on those bars. Those bars are too thin and the color I don't like. So we click here after clicking on the bars. By the way, if this is closed, you right click and you do format data series. Then you click here, you do gap width, you change the gap width. So now they are thicker, and then you can go to the bucket. Here you change the color and you get this color. Then I want to add my data labels. So I click here, I do data labels. Now my data labels are here. I want them inside. It looks nicer. So I click on them, I go here, and then I have several options. I select inside base. Now they are here. I go to home, I select the white font, and I get them. The next thing that we need to do, if you notice here, I have a line and I have total sales 1000. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna move my chart a little bit here. I'm gonna make it bigger, and I'm gonna make this smaller. So you click inside, you select this, and you make it smaller, as you can see, like this. Next, you go to Insert, you have Illustration, Shapes, you select the line. You go here, you press on Shift, you keep Shift pressed on your keyboard, and then you draw a line. And this is a line. I'm gonna select this thickness to make it nicer. I can do shape outline also and do weight, and I can increase my weight. So let's say that I want a weight of 1.5, I'll do 1.5, and then I can select a color. So let's select, for example, the same blue. If we want to, we can select another color. And here I need total sales USD. So I'm gonna add an illustration. I'm gonna do shape, and here I have a text box. So I click here, and I have my text box. Now I can readjust my text box, put it here. I go to my formula bar and I say equal, and I click on this and I say OK. And as you can see, it will take the content of this cell. So I come here, I can also do bold, and I have it here. Let's adjust it a little bit. Next, I need to group my elements. So I'm going to click on my chart from outside. Then I'm going to press Control. I'm going to click on my text. And then I'm going to click on my line. And then I right click here and I say Group, Group. What will happen when you group? If you make things bigger, everything will update at the same time or will become bigger at the same time, as you can see. Next, what we could do is click on the whole sheet from here. Then we make it gray. And then you can see your chart here. So now if my shop has 1000, as you can see, everything will update. And as a cosmetic formatting, we can click on this and bold it to make it nicer. And then you get a similar chart that you have in the other sheet.